You're watching TVC News at 7. We apologize for bringing you a bulletin beyond schedule tonight. Now we're staying with developments in Abuja, where the Department of State Services has arraigned former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and his son, Abdulaziz, on a 5-count charge of abetting, terrorism, financing, and illegal possession of firearms. They both pleaded not guilty to the charges when they appeared before Justice Joyce Abdulmalik. Senior reporter Celestina Area has more.
This is the second time the former AGF and his son will be arraigned at the Federal High Court, Abuja. First, they were arraigned by the EFCC on a 16-count charge of money laundering to the tune of 9 billion naira. They were granted bail by the court. Now the DSS is arraigning Mr. Malami and his son for warehousing firearms in their residence as Jess Phase 2 area, Birin Kebbi Local Government Area, Kebbi State, without lawful authority. Mr. Malami in count 1 is accused of refusing to prosecute suspected terrorism financiers whose case files were handed to him while he served as the AGF and Minister of Justice. At the commencement of proceedings, the prosecution had moved for the charges to be read to the defendants. They both pleaded not guilty. The prosecuting counsel prayed the court for a date for commencement of the trial and that the defendants be remanded in the custody of the DSS pending further proceedings. Counsel to the defendant, on the other hand, informed the court that his client has been in the custody of the DSS for over 2 weeks and was brought to the court directly from the hospital. He craved the indulgence of the court to move an oral application for their release. Justice Joyce Abdulmalik in the short ruling held that the court is a court of record and as such the defendant should file a formal application before the court and serve the same on the prosecuting counsel. She therefore remanded the defendants in the custody of the DSS and adjourned until 20th February for hearing. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
Celestina joins me now live from our Abuja studio for more updates on today's hearing. It's the second criminal case, Celestina, involving the former AGF, with the EFCC already prosecuting a separate matter. How significant is it that the DSS is now bringing terrorism-related charges while the other case is still pending?
Okay, well, Nifemi, we know the JD of the DSS and what they were created to do, and now they are saying that the AGF, their case rather is saying that the AGF is complicit. And we also recall that the AGF, the former AGF, I beg your pardon, is innocent until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. Today is a 5-count charge of abetting terrorism financiers. They are saying during his time as the AGF, he did not prosecute some cases that were brought before him, because usually when these terrorists are apprehended or when investigations are carried out and probable cause is being found, those cases are brought before the Attorney General of the Federation, who looks at the cases and say, okay, if those agencies, the agencies can prosecute or the AGS office takes over. But in this case, the DSS is alleging that when those cases came before the former AGF, he decided not to prosecute them. And also, they are also saying that him and the son had in their possessions firearms, which they did not secure the license to do so. Well, we want to see how the DSS rather presents their case in courts, and if they will, in the process of the trial, list out the cases the former AGF refused to prosecute. But we also recall that the EFCC has a case against the former AGF, and also they have moved for interim forfeiture of some of his properties to the tune of about 213 billion naira. The court has granted interim forfeiture on those properties, and now proceedings is ongoing before the court grants final forfeiture or otherwise.
Thank you for the update, Celestina, live for us in Abuja.